This week we're in Plymouth, on the southwest coast of England, home to many British Navy ships and personnel. I've come here to meet a man whose bravery and strength of character in the face of unimaginable circumstances is nothing short of remarkable.
He's just the bravest person I think I've ever met in my life.
33-year-old Mark Ormrod is a Plymouth boy born and bred, and growing up near to one of the nation's biggest naval ports, he had one career path in mind.
The Marines was in our family. My dad was a Marine. He joined the Marines as a boy. That was it.
This elite fighting force has one of the toughest training programs in the world, but Mark passed first time.
He was 17 when he joined, so he was really young. And for someone that young, he loved every minute of it.
In 2007, Mark's unit, 40 Commando, was serving in Afghanistan when he found himself in a situation that would change his life forever.
Mark was on a routine foot patrol Christmas Eve 2007. We heard a loud explosion. It was that close to the forward operating post when the IED set off. For all we knew, he was in the middle of a minefield.
Mark had stood on an improvised explosive device.
And the medic got to him first. That's carnage, obviously. The one leg was hanging off, the other leg had gone, his arm, all the rest of it. He was in complete shock.
Within minutes, Mark was transported to a nearby medical helicopter.
I'll be honest with you, I hadn't seen injuries like that before. He lost both of his legs and he had lost his right arm.
Mark's injuries were so extensive that he wasn't expected to survive.
I think I immediately thought the worst. I thought that he was gone. That was it.
Against the odds, Mark pulled through, and since returning to the UK, has refused to be held back by his injuries.
All he wants to do is provide for his family, make sure we're secure and comfortable, and be the best person he can be.
With the support of his wife Becky and 3 children, Kezia, Mason and Evelyn, Mark works tirelessly to support other veterans, and this year began training for the 2018 Invictus Games.
Too quick for me.
But every day is a struggle.
It does get to a point where sometimes he's just a complete meltdown, veering into depression, and actually he's knackered. Like, to walk is like us running the whole time. I am so completely honoured, blessed. That's who my kids have got to call dad. Like, amazing, like, what role model to have.
This is the gym where Mark regularly trains. He thinks Help for Heroes are coming to film him for publicity for the upcoming Invictus Games, but that is a gold medal winning fib. I'm actually here for a very different reason, to tell him that his fellow veterans have nominated him to receive a brand new garden. Nice to see you.
How you doing? You alright?
I'm alright. Alan Titchmarsh.
I know.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm very well.
Cool.
So you're expecting me?
No, not at all. No. And thanks for telling me, Jock. Thanks for the surprise.
You're training for the Invictus Games, but apparently your garden is far from gold medal.
Yeah, I would say I wouldn't even put that on the podium.
Would you
I
not?
wouldn't give that a bronze right now.
You wouldn't?
No.
What would you say if I said I'd probably try and help you to get it a gold?
I would say thank you very much, and me and my family would really appreciate that.
Would it make a difference?
It would make a great difference, yeah. Thank you.
Well, I have to tell you, that's why we're all here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've done your bit for Help for Heroes. We decided it's time we helped heroes. We'll take you to your garden. You can show me what it's all about.
All right, well, thank you.
Now that Mark realises why I'm really here, you've been done. It's time to check out the Ormrod family garden. And it's not a pretty sight. In 2008, Mark and his family moved into a new home that was especially adapted to his needs. But the garden, with its tired children's play area, unkempt central lawn and sorry little fire pit, needs a lot of TLC. There are huge physical problems here, presumably, in terms of surfaces. There's grass, there's a bit of decking, there's very uneven paving. This must make life very difficult.
It is. That's why I'm stood here on the decking. It's difficult for me to stand on that and keep my balance. Mm-hmm. There is a lot of potential for it to be better, but I can't maintain it. You know, cutting the grass, weeding, it kind of gets me a little bit, you know, because when I see able-bodied dads throwing their kids in the air or taking them to the beach or out in a swimming pool with them, and that's kind of stuff I can't do. I try to be as active as I can, but there are things that are a lot harder to do now. I can put on my small legs, but I'm very conscious that my children might get upset by people pointing and staring and whispering. So we tend not to do that kind of stuff. And I'm not always full of energy. Sometimes I'm tired, like most people. So being able to just come out of the house, you know, and spend the day when I'm a little bit run down with the kids, rather than just, you know, just trying to take the day out and not do anything with them, I can interact a lot more comfortably and easier.
I don't think I'd quite realised what's closed down to you in that respect, not in terms of your personal determination, but in terms of what life stops you doing.
Yeah. I mean, for me and my wife, a lot of what we do with the children is about making memories.
It's clear that what Mark really needs is a sanctuary, somewhere private for him and his family that's easy to maintain and where he can recuperate from the demands of his injuries. So I'm sending them off. Bye. With a promise not to return until we've transformed their garden. But apart from the hot tub which Mark needs for his rehabilitation and a decent looking daybed, there isn't much worth keeping. Time for me to reveal my plan to my trusted lieutenants. Francis Tophill, Katie Rushworth and David Dominy. Mark is an amazing man who's got over these horrendous injuries in such an impressive way. I want to create a garden which lets Dad relax, lets Mark and Becky entertain, and which lets 3 children of different ages enjoy themselves. So that is our task. It's quite a tall order. Now, here's the house wall, Katie. This whole wall here is yours. It's got a ramp. There's a hot tub down here, which is not a pretty thing, but it's vital for his physiotherapy.
Okay, so you're asking me to technically camouflage.
You've
do a bit there.
Just for the show, haven't you?
David, I want you to be in charge of outdoor entertaining. I want you to create an area which is really modern and cool, right? This is your section.
Modern and cool.
Yes, I'm playing against time.
I mean, I can understand the entertainment bit. It's a bit of a clown.
Stop ganging up. Francis, I want you to look at an area for the children down the far end, because Mark said he wants to be able to make memories with his children. Well, this is a place for making memories. If you can do that right down there.
It's quite a small space. I might have to multi-purpose things, fit it all in.
I'll take the central area because plants have got to figure largely in this garden. So we end up with a garden which suits them all.
Some might say that picture was inspirational, Alan.
3 squares, traffic lights, stop, amber, and green for go. While the team gets stuck in, here's how I'm hoping the Ormerod family garden will look when we're done. Mark's garden is a good-sized L-shaped plot that runs along the side of the house. So to fulfill all the family's needs, I'm proposing a contemporary design based around 4 different zones. Zone 1 will be a spa area incorporating the hot tub, over which we'll build an all-weather veranda. Next to this, I'm adding an outdoor lounge and dining space. In the middle will be a lawn with a seating spot just for Mum and Dad. And at the end, we'll create a children's play area with its own assault course and playhouse, perfect for the 3 little ones. I've given David the unenviable task of turning the top part of the garden into a state-of-the-art entertaining spot.
Here we go.
To zone it from the rest of the garden, he's creating a perimeter of raised beds, one of which will double as an outdoor kitchen.
That's 93. See, I think that's perfect. Otherwise, it's too low. But this sort of height is perfect. A chopped chicken. Put down your beer. Perfect.
Hi, guys.
At the other end of the plot, I've made Francis custodian of the new children's play area.
So we've got 3 sleepers going in, making 2 arches with a pathway on that side. Sure. Okay. So that's 70 centimetres from that back edge there.
She's got 3 different ages to cater for, and it's all got to fit into a 35 square metre rectangle.
So who's digging these holes then? Sure, you'll do it. Let's do it together. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Too true. but it's going to take more than tree-sized timber and chunky block work to create the right mood here. Critical to our new design is the family entertainment area, and David and the boys are pulling out all the stops. That's a fancy floor.
Pattern tiles are really on trend at the moment. Interior designers are using them inside the home, and why shouldn't we use them outside? And I think it looks fantastic.
But Katie's not feeling quite so chipper.
Breathe in.
I've given her what some gardeners would say is an impossible task.
Oh.
To make Mark's hot tub look and feel a little more luxurious.
Now, this hot tub is essential for Mark,
But it doesn't look great in the garden. I'm wanting to really incorporate it into an area that is specially for him.
Step 1 is to make the pebble-dashed wall behind it look, well, less like a pebble-dashed wall.
Now, not only does this composite decking look great, it's also brilliant because it's low maintenance, and that's exactly what Mark and his family needs. It won't need painting, and because of the steam from the hot tub, if it was wood, it may have warped, but it won't be the case with this stuff. So it's great.
With work cracking on,
Activity. Wow.
it's time to check on my platoon.
What do you think of the patio?
Bold, daring, very fashionable now. So bed all the way around there, wonderful tiled edging.
Yeah.
What's the
That is something very special I'm going to be creating for a little bit of outdoor dining.
Looks like a concrete box.
Trust me.
Yes, I'll trust you. It sometimes pays off. Katie's canopy's coming on, so we've got the framework up.
That's right. There's a bit more to do. There's a bit of cladding gone on the side, but
That looks really good. It's such an improvement on the pebble dash, and I love that colour. That sort of slightly lighter than battleship grey, but a nice tone.
there's a lot to do on it, mind.
Yeah. Right, let's go see what the others are doing. Carry on. What's this then? Local telephone exchange.
Yeah.
They're very smart, Dave.
they look good, don't they? It's like contemporary trellising, and then we're going to roll things up.
Send a telephone call to your wisteria. Good afternoon. Get up there. Carry on. In the middle of the garden, my own daybed area, oh crumbs, is looking a little forlorn, so while the team busy themselves with screws and tile adhesive, I've taken on a craft project that might cheer it up a little bit. You've heard of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon? Well, these are the Hanging Gardens of Alan, and they're really rather fun for hanging from pergolas and perhaps Mark's daybed. Scented herbs like thyme and rosemary, and they will eventually grow upwards, but they're rather cunning because they look as though they're growing upside down, and they are, and yet they're not, because they're planted in a pot. I'm using old plastic soup containers sprayed with an outdoor craft paint. Get one which will fit entirely inside another. In the bottom of it, I've made a small hole, and what I'm going to do in here is I've got a little plant here of thyme, and then I'm pushing it through that. When it's in, turn it upside down like that, and feed ordinary multi-purpose compost around it. And what I've made with a screw is 2 holes, one on that side and another one on that side, and through there I'm going to push this. It's a piece of wire I fashioned with a loop in the middle. When the loop is in the centre, take a piece of good string and tie a knot in it. When that loop's supported, the string is fed through the other pot, and there you have, instantly, the Hanging Gardens of Alan. And I think a few of those will be rather nice around Mark's daybed, give him fragrance to gently doze in the afternoon sun. Wake up, Alan. For me, gardening is all about those little touches of beauty, and at just £1.50, they're just a job. Out back, Francis has been inspired by our coastal location in the children's end of the garden.
Do you like my blue rubber? Isn't that cool? It's going to look like, well, it looks like the sea. That's the idea. With some wood shavings in it.
Resin-bound rubber can be laid directly on top of an existing hard surface, which can save time and money. David's shishi floor tiles are finished, and his attention has shifted to the unlovely walls of the raised beds. Rather than using a rendered concrete finish, he's found an altogether more stylish way to cover the breezed blocks.
So I'm using these exterior porcelain tiles, and they're slightly thinner than the paving that we put down. So it glads these walls and makes them look really, really plush and ties it in with all of the paving itself. But to put it in, I'm using this flexible exterior bonding adhesive, and it's pretty rapid set. So when it's on, it is stuck.
One of the benefits of building a garden for a Plymouth boy is that the Royal Marines Commando base is just a few miles down the road, and we've been bombarded with offers of help from the boys. And they're a lot better at putting up buildings than Francis.
I think we might need constructions for all this.
There's clearly a special bond among Marines that drives them to help one another, and I think it'd mean a lot to Mark if we can find a way to symbolise it in his garden.
That'll do.
So I've sent David to the Naval Recovery Centre in Plymouth to find out what the regiment really means to men who are fighting back from injury.
So Dave, why are you here?
So I fell through an ice ledge in the Himalayas and tumbled around about 1,000 feet down the side of a mountain. Broke my back, both legs.
And has Mark been an inspirational character for a lot of the guys here?
He's given me lots of words of inspiration to just keep going and help me to understand what it's like almost to be disabled.
So when you see the Marines emblem, the badge, does it have an emotional connection?
It's all about the guys. It's all about looking after each other and caring for each other in times of hardship, as well as the good times.
It seems once a Marine, you're always a Marine, and that camaraderie and commitment doesn't stop when active service comes to an end.
Let's get on this. So how important is this sort of outdoor activity to recovery?
Oh, it's great. I mean, everyone's there to mock each other in, you know, if someone sees somebody else struggling. And almost like today when I was getting in the boat, all the lads came and sort of, can I do this for you? Can I do that for you? So everyone gets around each other and it makes life so much easier.
I'll tell you something, this is one of the best garden watcher features we've ever had. When you meet guys like these, you appreciate how Mark has coped with his exceptional injuries. Better get changed back into my gardening gear now. There's a real belief in the regiment and its symbol that helps them get through the toughest of circumstances. If I can replicate that badge of honour in Mark's garden, it could really mean a lot to him.
You may have noticed that back in the garden there's a definite theme developing. Everything's looking rather grey. It's more like a naval battleship than a garden, but that's about to change.
Have a banana. We'll travel.
Inspired by my trip to Torquay,
Guys, can you give me a lift?
I've arranged for a jungle to turn up in the back of a van. And Katie wastes no time in adding some delicate climbers to her modern trellis.
So I've got this Tracheospermum here, which has a lovely white flower, but I've also got one here, which has got this gorgeous lemon-coloured flower, and they do smell so lovely.
A mature yellow star jasmine like this will take up to 5 to 10 years to cover the wall, and it flowers from mid to late summer.
And then at the end here, I've got one wisteria, which has got a white flower, and I'm hoping that when it twines all the way up to the top, it's going to cascade its white flowers at the top there. It should look really pretty.
It's good to get some life into the garden, but Francis is more concerned with plumbing than planting.
Do bear with me. I know this looks like some plumbing pipe and a bit of old hose, and that's because it really is. But what I've done is attach these bits together. This will then clip into the hose, go along here, and with some holes drilled in, it will make a fantastic water curtain for kids. Hopefully, will get very wet under.
Delivery's just come in and I'm really excited to see what this is. Open it up. What do we got? That is marvellous.
After his visit to the Marine Recovery Centre, David commissioned a sculpture for the garden that we hope will truly strike a chord with Mark.
Alan, here we go. Have a look at this. It's our interpretations of the Marine's emblem. Have a look.
Wow, tilt it up a bit.
There we go.
Oh my god, oh, that's beautiful. By sea, by land. I think it's superb. He's going to love it.
The Marines' motto was adopted in 1775. The globe denotes its involvement in worldwide conflicts, and the word Gibraltar signifies the first of many battle honours the Marine Corps has won.
Do you know what the magic of garden making is? It's that I cannot now remember what it looked like when we arrived. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's great.
Good fun. Hard work. Will he like it? Would you like it? I'd like it. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. Go and get him back. Come on.
Just days ago, Mark's garden was in a terrible state. The uneven ground was painful for him to walk on, and there was nowhere for him to entertain friends or play with his kids. At a time when, more than ever, he needs a private outdoor space to relax, the one place he could rely on was virtually off limits. But not anymore. We've pulled out all the stops to give this truly exceptional man the garden he deserves. He and Becky can make happy memories with the children thanks to Francis's beach-themed play area. With the salt course, playhouse, and bamboo jungle. Mark can sit back and relax in Katie's new spa zone, now with an all-weather roof and some personal touches from his children. Thanks to an artificial lawn, the middle of the garden is accessible at last, flanked by lush planting and with the added touch of my dingly-danglies. But it's David's entertainment area that has the real wow factor. With a centerpiece fire, gorgeous architectural plants, and an inbuilt cool box, it really is the perfect spot for Mark to chill out, surrounded by the family and friends that mean so much to him. For more information on how to build this garden, go to itv.com/Alan. The more I've got to know Mark, the more I've been inspired by how he's refused to be beaten by his devastating injuries.
Welcome home, eventually. Thank you.
This proud Marine's dedication to duty has gone way beyond the battlefield.
Nice to see you. Oh, right. You're right there, right? Got us there. Right. Follow me. This way.
Ladies first.
No peeping.
Mark has become a role model, committed to helping others and to the welfare of his family. Through all these sacrifices, he's never asked for anything. So this garden is our way of saying thank you. Open your eyes.
Whoa.
So this is your entertaining area. Low maintenance.
I don't get speechless, do I? But really, wow. This is unbelievable.
That fire pit that you had.
Slightly upgraded there.
Just that. Wow.
This is crazy. That's your spa, which is with the cacti that the children have done.
So that's why they're covered in green paste.
Yeah, that's one.
And that's glazed, so now if it's chucking it down, you can still come out and you can sit under there, you can pull chairs back and you can mess with it when we've gone. Do what you want.
Thank you.
I expected it to look
Yeah.
but
This is like
unreal.
wow.
World.
But you might need refreshments, so
Brilliant.
Oh my days.
come onto your lawn.
One that's flat. I can stand still on this part of the garden, which I haven't done since we moved in here.
Well, there's your daybed, which is sort of
Oh yeah, look.
built up a bit, and it's surrounded by some fragrant things and things which will rustle in the breeze. And then the bit you really want to look at.
This bit, yeah, this is what I want to look at.
Well, this is the only one of its kind in the world, especially
Look.
for Mr. Ormerod, because there you are.
There you go. The Royal Marines cap badge. Immortalised in our garden. It's unreal.
All right.
Thank you.
Pleasure. This is the children's end. They've got climbing for and a bit of a swing, and there's a playhouse there which has got a roof on it so that when it is a bit showery, they can go in there and play. So what do you think?
Honestly, mate, I'm I didn't expect anything like this. This is unreal. I can't believe you guys have transformed our garden into this. Come along, guys. Look at the garden. Evie. Go see, guys. Look. Yes, we can.
Good garden for a party.
Time to welcome some much-loved friends and all the team that have helped. Mark, Becky and their children finally have the outdoor space they deserve.
Mark wanted a garden where he could make memories surrounded by his family. I think those memories are starting today. This is hopefully the first of many, where they can play, they can laugh, they can entertain and just enjoy themselves without a care in the world. If ever you wanted proof that the garden can change lives, this is it.